Let me tell you something about isolation that most people misunderstand. Isolation isn't always rejection. Isolation isn't always loss. Sometimes isolation is refinement because before God elevates a man, he separates him. There are seasons in life where everything gets quiet. The circle gets smaller, the phone stops ringing, the invitations disappear. People who used to be around suddenly fade away. And if you're not careful, you'll start thinking something is wrong with you. You'll think you've been abandoned. You'll think you've been forgotten. But sometimes what feels like abandonment is actually preparation, because isolation has a purpose. Isolation removes distractions. Isolation removes noise. Isolation removes the influences that were pulling you away from your true direction. That's when you start confronting your habits, your weaknesses, your mindset. That's where excuses disappear. Because when you're isolated, there's nobody left to blame. It's just you, your discipline, your decisions, your willingness to grow. And that's uncomfortable. Most people run from that moment. They look for distractions, they look for comfort. They try to fill the silence with anything that keeps them from facing themselves. But the men who grow stronger, the men who eventually lead, they lean into that silence. They use isolation to rebuild themselves. They sharpen their discipline. They strengthen their mind. They reconnect with God. Because isolation creates clarity. When you're separated from the noise of the world, you'll start seeing things differently. You'll start recognizing who truly belongs in your life and who was only there for convenience. You'll start understanding your purpose more clearly, and you start becoming comfortable standing on your own principles. That's refinement. That's growth. That's transformation. Because the man who learns how to grow in isolation becomes unstoppable. And when he returns to the world, he's not dependent on validation. He's not controlled by opinions. He's not distracted by every opportunity that appears. He's focused, disciplined. He's grounded in purpose. So if you're walking through a season of isolation right now, don't panic. Don't assume that you're being left behind. Instead, ask yourself a better question. What is this season trying to teach me? Because the same isolation that feels uncomfortable today might be the very process shaping you into the man you're meant to become. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stay faithful in the quiet seasons. Because isolation isn't the end of your journey. It's the process that refines you for the next level.